Allison Sullivan with Stamp Crazy with Allison. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in New Westminster, British Columbia, in Canada. And so welcome to my live. We're going to be playing with a brand new kit today. Just going to see who's chatting. And I'm not even going to check on my iPad to make sure that I'm live, because every time I do, I am. So I forgot to set that up. So hopefully someone will pop on, say hello, and then I'll know that I am live. So just going to wait a minute. We're going to be playing with the Happy Happenings kit. That's hard to say, Happy Happenings. Happy Happenings. Interesting name. Anyway, we're going to be playing with it. I haven't even really looked at it. I just dragged it out of its box, and hopefully, fingers crossed, everything will work out. So nobody's here. I'm hoping that somebody will be here soon so they can tell me that they can hear me and that I am live. Otherwise, oh, there's Keisha. Hi, friend. How are you? Nice to see you. Are you staying warm? I shouldn't even say that, right? Because it's not that cold, right? But for us, it's a bit cold from what we've been used to. So anyway, welcome, welcome. Okay, I'm going to hide myself. I'm going to nip over here. I haven't made a kit in a while. This one looked really pretty, so I think it'll be really pretty in person. So here's what it looks like. And it comes with a mossy meadow spot. Hi, Ellie. How are ya? You're here. You are. And then here's the stamp set. Oop. So we've got a lot of happenings, I guess. Happily Ever After, which is nice for weddings. We've got thank you. You can always use thank yous. Welcome, baby, of course. And I love this. Thank you for all you do from all of us. A welcome, baby, sweet little one. Congratulations. Some other little teeny tiny stamps. And kindly delivered to. That's interesting. That might be nice on an envelope. I don't know. Anyway, don't you love how we get these little indexes now? So we know which pieces are missing. I love that. It also, of course, comes with a block. And we've got mini glue dots mini dimensionals. Oh, my glue dots that I love. And then these are pretty. These are like little water dots, kind of. Okay, so that's what the kit comes with, other than the bits and bobs we need to make it. I'm going to bring out my full-size mossy meadow just because it's easier for me to use that. And we'll get started here. So I will confess that I went ahead. Oops, sorry. Let's fix this up a bit. I did go ahead and sort my bits and bobs. And I don't know, I got myself, hi, Diane, how are you? I got myself a little bit confused, so I'm hopeful I can figure this out. You're still warm after being on the edge of our seat. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's take a moment. My heart, I'm too old for this. You know, I watch a lot of hockey, but boy, that was exciting, wasn't it? And maybe not in a good way. It was like, oh my goodness. Interesting. I noticed something online after, not that it matters. I don't get into this whole thing about, if the refs did this, if the refs did that, whatever. I do think they could have prevented our Sid from getting injured, but let's move on. But at their final goal, Keisha, did you see their final goal, like their third goal? Chechnya, they had 6 men on the ice plus the goalie. Like it was really bad, like so obvious, like they were all down at the end and then they scored. So I'm glad it didn't end up like that. Anyway, of course, Mitch came through for us. So it was pretty exciting. Edge of our seats. I think I've got everything. Okay, so what the first thing it wants me to do, you guys, is take this piece and you know what? I try and be really good about understanding these. And I don't know. There's different kinds of learners in the world. Okay. So I have I see that. Okay. See how they have these little things here? I'm thinking, what the heck is that? I guess it's these. Okay. All right. So it wants me to take this stamp. I'll show you this one here, these little dots. And I guess it wants me to, I don't know. This seems really weird, but okay. We'll just stamp a few. I don't know. Some of us learn by looking at instructions. Some of us learn by watching a video, and some of us learn by seeing a completed sample. So I don't have a completed sample, so we'll have to go with what we've got. So now it wants us to use thank you. Thank you. So let's grab the thank you. Can never have enough thank yous. That's all I'm going to say. So thank you. Okay. And we want to stamp that on this little label. Hi, Mo from YouTube. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Your pacemaker was on just to jolt you. Oh, dear. Oh, Keisha. Well, I'm glad your pacemaker was working. Okay, so it looks like it wants me to just put this right in the middle. Okay, so we'll do that. Thank you. See that I should have inked up my mossy meadow, but let's move on. Okay, so thank you for all you do. Okay, so that would be this one. I'd have to open my little spot. So for all you do, and it looks like, I don't know, does it want me to do it kind of in the middle? Nope, it wants me to do it over to the right-hand side. Okay, so do that. Okay, so now we've got those. It looks like that's all the stamping we're doing. So I'll put these over here so I can get them on my project. Okay. Now, what does it want now? Oh my goodness, these little flowers. Oh, yeah. So these little flowers. Okay, I learned a trick at a recent Stampin' Up! Class. So I'm going to grab a piece. Just give me a second here. I'm going to go with a dark piece of cardstock. Oh my goodness, come here. Because this was a tip they gave us. So I'm going to use it. Okay. They put items or little things you want to stamp that maybe are white on a dark background. And then it's easier to see where you're going to stamp. Okay. So for this one, we've got, let's just see here. What do they want? Oh, they want this little guy here. I guess we're stamping that in the middle. I love these kits, but I gotta admit, you guys, sometimes I think, really? Oh. Okay, so they want me to stamp in the middle of these two. So, wait a minute. Take a moment. Nope, they do not. Ooh, that was a close call. Okay, let's grab another block. So there's a big center and a little center. So the big center is going in here. Oh, that's nice. And another one in here. Okay. All right, and then the little one is going in the center of these flowers. Oh, that does finish them nicely. So much easier when you've got the dark paper underneath. Okay, so now what? Moving on. I'm going to actually leave these on here so I can find them. And what's this one? This one also gets stamped, but oh no, it doesn't. All right, I don't know what. Let's just move that aside. Not going to worry about it yet. So now it wants me to take this big white one and it wants me to glue it down. So we'll do that. So let's, oh no, it wants me to pop this up. Okay. All right. Sure. Okay, I can do that. Now, interesting. It's giving me the little dimensionals because probably rather than give us a combination of big and little, they've gone with the minis. But, you see a big piece like this, you think, really? Okay. Okay. And I forgot, I used to just do this years ago. Just use my Take a Pick to flick these off. Cena should have been messaging throughout the game for support. You should have. I could have been your emotional support animal. Although I wouldn't have been much help, Keisha, because I was doing a lot of vocalization. Some of you just wing it. It is a cute kid, isn't it, Mo? Okay, so I guess we're okay to put this on. Isn't that pretty? It looks like a big daisy. That's pretty. Okay, then we can put this piece on. Okay, so this is a glued piece. So how many of us were watching? I do have the American game on. And boy, you know, I feel kind of badly for, not kind of, I feel badly for Sweden and Chechnya because they're good enough that they should have been in medal contention. Like the Americans are only up 1-0, and it was a bad deflection. So I don't know. It's who's left? Switzerland, right? And I can't remember who else. Who else is left, you guys? Not Finland. They're out, aren't they? I think. So I don't know. You know, I'm glad we won, obviously. But yeah, I can see why maybe Sweden and Chechnya got a bad draw here at the end. Okay, so we're going to just put that. Oh, this, okay, you guys, this is really coming together. How cute. The colors are so pretty. Now for my little leaves, it's gluing on. We're gluing these. Okay, so we're gluing these. We're not. Okay, and they would have used the kit. Oops, the kit would have asked us to use the glue dots, but I don't want to waste my glue dots. I love my glue dots. Okay, so we kind of like that. Okay, next we're going to take our label, and it's also going to be popped up. Interesting that they've got the little guys in this kit. I would have thought that the big guys might have made more sense, but hey, I don't know. Okay, so we're going to tuck this. No, we're not. We're going to just kind of, oh, this should have been a little further over, which, because I've used white glue, I can move it over, which I'm going to do. It's really funny, you guys. It's got, the instructions have you putting on these dots, but when you look at the finished card, you can't even see the dots. So I don't know what they're doing. I don't know. I'm just going with it. Okay, then we want one of the little daisies, and it just looks like it's glued on. So let's put a little dab-a-doo-ya. Okay. And then we've got this piece, and actually one of these is glued onto it. Like that. Okay. And then we've got this other one, and it looks like we've got this piece is glued to the back. Okay. So, all right. But I'm going to lay this down just like this. Whoops. And I'm going to use my dimensionals to pop it up. Okay. Pop it up and hold that little strip in place so I don't have to worry about gluing it. Okay. I think that's going to work. Let's see. Let's see. So this one is going to be like, whoop, this, like that. And then this just seems to hang over there, but I'll just put a bit of glue on it. So hold that in place. And then we've got this little guy that they've tucked under. So we can put some glue on that. And then just snake that baby underneath. Just like that. Okay, that looks good. And, oh, I've got one more daisy left. And it looks like it wants me to put the daisy up here. Wow, It's a lot of layering. Whew. And then we're going to put some of these on. We were supposed to put this on at the beginning, but I couldn't figure out where they wanted me to put them. So I'm just going to add them at the end. These look like little raindrops. Doop. If you have your Stampin' Blends, you could color these in too. And I don't know where it wants me to put the other one, but I'm just going to kind of put it there. Okay. Wow. It looks okay. And then, isn't that pretty? I might have moved it up a titch, but actually it's pretty close to the picture, but maybe up a little bit. Next time. Hi, Kathy. How are ya? Slovakia, Finland, us, and whoever wins this game. Okay. All right. Well, I don't know whether Finland's better than Sweden, but they did beat them in the leading up to it, didn't it? Yeah. So I guess that's how it works. Okay. So that's curd number 1. All right. We're got one down. So you guys, it's free shipping. You guys all know it's free shipping, right? $100 order, free shipping. I would grab the in colors that are retiring. Let's do a test. See if I can remember them. Well, Pretty in Pink, because I'm crying about Pretty in Pink. And I'm a little bit crying over Petunia. I love those 2 colors. And then Shy Shamrock and Summer Splash. What's the 5th color? 5th color is what, you guys? What's the 5th color? What's the 5th in color? Somebody who's paying attention. Keisha will know. She'll tell us. I can't remember. So Petunia, Pretty in Pink, Summer Splash, Shamrock, and I can't remember the 3rd one. 5th one. Obviously, I didn't use it very much, or I'm just sad. I'm really sad to see it go, and I don't want to mention it. I'm not sure which. Okay, now we've got this one. Can you see that this has got a little kind of hashtaggy hash mark kind of front, so that's kind of cool. There's a lot of bits here, you guys. We got this. We got this. Obviously, this is going to go on top of this. Got this one here. One of these. So let's go ahead and punch this out. Oh. It's pretty. This little doily type, isn't it? These are very pretty. You get 9. There's 3 of each. So I only make 1 of each, but you get 3 in a kit. Oh my goodness. Oop. Who's to Peach? Oh, peach pie. I do like peach pie. I do like it. Not gonna lie, I like it. Okay, let's get rid of this into my recycling. All right. Then we've got, this is going to go here. And then we've got a bunch of other stuff. So let's do some stamping. Okay. So on this piece, it wants the stamp that says happily ever after. And I am going to open up my spot because this is not, my big pad isn't as juicy as I would like. So I'm just going to open this up. Try not to slice my finger open. Okay. Come on. Yeah, just not use my spots very much. Oh, there we go. Okay. Hopefully these are nice and juicy. So that's how you use the spot. Happily ever after. It wants it near the top. Oh, nice. Okay. And then, is that it? No, congratulations. Okay. So then on this little strip of blue, not yellow. Allison, where's the blue? It is. Oops. We want the word congratulations. Darling, here we are. Where is it? Oh, here. You know, make a lot of cards for team members. We need the congratulations. And I found that some of my stamp sets are retiring, and I don't want to use that on a card for my team. And so it's kind of nice to get a congratulations. This one wants to be in the middle, so we're good with the middle. Oop. Okay. All right, so we've got happy ever after and congratulations. Okay, so next it wants me to, one of these little teeny tiny stamps, you guys. So what is it? It's like a little dot. I'm thinking like this little starburst. These are the kind of stamps that I lose. Okay, I'm just gonna say. I don't know. I don't think I should be trusted around those. Okay, so then we got these yellow daisies and we want to stamp the middle. So let's grab our spot. And then this time, of course, whoop, we can just stamp right into it. Because if the stamp, if the stamp's small enough, we can just use it like a little stamp pad. There we go. Okay, so we've got those two. And then for the center of this one, oh good, another little stamp. This one here. Oh my goodness. Okay, whatever. Yikes. All right, here we go. And again, I think we can, because it'll fit the pad, we can just, there we go. Okay. That works. I think that's all the stamping we have to do. Okay, I guess we'll find out. Let's bring back our card base. This piece here is a popped up. Okay. Oof. I don't know. I think I should have got my larger dimensionals because these are a little small and you got to use a lot, but then they give you a lot, so who cares, right? Oop. Here's a trick too. If you don't need to take the backings off, because you don't have to take them off of every one, just maybe the ones you want glued and the rest is just for the height, you can just leave the backing on them. But can you use your, see, you can use your take a pick and you can just flick these puppies off. She says, as soon as I said that, of course, no more flicking was going on. There we go. Okay. All right. So we'll just put that in the middle. All right, next we want to glue this piece and this piece together. So that makes sense. Boy, there's a lot of layers in these ones, isn't there? I think that'll still be fine to go. They have regular size envelopes, you guys, and I just don't think it'll add enough weight to worry about having to increase the postage. Okay, so we've got that. Okay. And we've got our little leaves. So let's add those. Again, they give you, if you're buying this as a gift, they've got the glue dots to use for the leaves. Okay, I'm just using my glue because I have glue. So. All right. Okay, that looks pretty good. Next. What are we doing? We got those on. I guess they just want me to put it all together. I just look at the picture and put it all together. Okay, so this goes in the middle, which kind of makes sense. And it's just glued. So we're not going to add any more height to it than we already have. Okay, so let's just line that up. Okay. Then we've got our congratulations. Hi, Denise. How are you? You need a magnetic tray. I have a magnetic tray, but why do I need one? Why do I need one for this? I don't have any dies out. Sorry, confused. Not sure why I need one. I have one for my dies. Okay, there we go. And then let's see, how about this one is glued on, you guys. Okay. All right, I made a mistake somehow. So that's okay. I don't know how that happened, but we're going to just keep going. This was supposed to be up here, but that's not what the picture said. So I stand by what I did. Then we got leaves, flowers, not even really telling us how to do this, but okay. All right, whatever you say. You can just make your own up. No right or wrong, just make up your own. There we go. That's pretty. Okay, and then we'll just add some of our little those look like little raindrops, don't they? Put one there, and we'll put one there. Whoop. And another one there. Okay, just give that a fold. Sorry about that. Another tiny die. Oh, I might have. There we go. I meant to say another tiny stamp. All right. Next, that's 2 down, girls and boys. Okay, now we're going with our last one. Ooh, oh, I like the colors. Are we liking the colors of this? I'm liking the colors. Okay. So we've got, let's do our stamping and then we can get all that out of the way. So we've got Welcome Baby and Sweet Little One. Okay, so just change these out. And here we go. Sweet Welcome Baby. Here we are. Remember, if you're giving this as a gift or you're having a class, like a kit class, if you're a demonstrator, whoop, then they get their own ink and they get their own stamps and they get their own block. So you don't have to worry about that. Sweet Little One. Oh, that's sweet. How sweet. Okay. Okay. Green. Massimo. I like to rub it. Okay, I like felt. It's one thing about the spots, they're felt instead of foam. And so I find they hold the ink better. Just me. All right, Sweet Little One. And that's right in the middle. So Sweet Little One. I haven't checked, but usually when there's a kit, they have extra strips, like maybe one extra, just in case you make a boo-boo. So I kind of like that about the kits. Now, let's see here. We've got this nice blue on the white. And we've got a bunch of daisies. So let's have a wee look and see what's going on with the daisies. I don't think we have to stamp anything. I think they're already, yeah, the middles for these ones are stamped. Gee, I wonder why they took pity on us for these ones. It's a lot of them. Holy man, holy Hannah. Looks like we're supposed to have 7. Oop, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus 2. Okay, we're good. All right, so we're going to glue this. Oh, remember that stamp we used way back at the very first one? let me grab it because they want us to use it on this piece. This one here. Okay. So I'm going to go back to my big pad because it doesn't really matter. Okay, Keisha, my darling, did you see the score? It's with 20 seconds left. I can't believe 3 out of 4 games went to overtime, or going, well, this one's going to overtime, so interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. No comment. Hi, Carol from Connecticut. Thank you, Diane. I saw that. Boy, it's so stressful for, but we got our stress out. So now it's up to the Swedes and the Americans to get the stress out. Oh my goodness, it's so stressful if you're a hockey fan. But we're okay for another day, aren't we? This one here we want to pop up. Okay. Boy, the Olympics can be crazy sometimes, can't they? Just crazy. You think you've got 2 teams that, well, I shouldn't say that because the Swedes were always going to be good. The Canadians and the Americans were always going to be good. And Chechnya, they are like our nemesis. Same with the juniors. Remember, every year they kind of, they get us. What it is about them. Nothing against them. Anyway, good players. And when you let the NHLers in, you get good games. Well, it's like, oof. And the women's is really good too because we've got the professional women's league now. So that's just up to the game, so to speak. That looks good. Okay, now words. I'm going to say, they don't even tell me what to go. If they don't tell me whether this is popped up or not, I'm going to pop it up because I just think it's easier to tuck things underneath if this is popped up. So let's do that. Okay. Denise doesn't usually come, and Carol, I don't know if I've seen you before or if it's just been a while. But thanks for letting me know where you're from too. I appreciate that. Okay, here we go. Welcome, baby. And then this one doesn't really overlap. It doesn't tuck under, but it just, yeah, let's just glue that. I'm only putting it on the middle part because then I can, it's just going to go off the edge, so that's okay. So we'll get that centered. All right. Let's do all of these little daisies. So I'm going to put one up here. And then I'm going to grab this leaf. And actually, I'm going to pull this back up a little bit. No, I'm not. Do a dot. I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to tuck this one underneath. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. Just tuck that one in like that. I think we should pop one of these up. It doesn't say to, but it kind of makes sense to have some dimension, right? I think I like this 3-on-3 overtime. What do you guys think when it's a kind of a golden goal thing? I don't know. But I don't know. I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. If I made the rules, boy, I don't know. The world would be chaos if I made rules. Okay, I'm just going to put this one just a titch down. And then another one, just a titch, so maybe a little bit lower. And then I think I'm going to find a place to tuck my little leaves in. So let's do that. Oh, those shootouts are brutal. those are dumb. I'm sorry. They should not go to shootouts. That's just dumb to me. I can see it in soccer because honestly, in soccer, they have to play. It's not goal. It's not golden goal. They have to play the full overtimes, and it's just like they can barely stand. So I kind of get it, but not in hockey. Come on, right? Not in hockey. But wouldn't it be interesting if we went to a shootout? Boy, I don't know. Oh, sorry, troops. Forgot. Let's add our little. It's like little raindrops. Oh, I love this. I think this one's my favorite card. I think it's because the colors. I like the colors in this one. And I like the layout. But I don't send many baby cards, so I might be inclined to change the words on the next two cards. Play the game. Exactly. Play the game. Especially if you're Canadian. It's our game. Play our game. They are, aren't they? All right. So here's the envelope. So you can also stamp those, right? So that was card number 1. I think I would move this up a bit. Here's card number 2. This is my favorite. I don't know. There's something about the colors and the daisies. I really like this one. Do you guys like that? So that's our kind of kit. Happy happenings. The happenings. And I will just show you one more thing before I go. So I have classes. I have 3 classes coming up, but let me show you the one that's coming up next. It uses, and anyone can join, including you, Carol, from the US, because you just buy the PDF and you can join us. Oh, that's messy that I've got that in there. But we've got the sweet bugs, which is the cute as a bug. So cute, the sweet. So the class comes with half a roll of the Rick Rack, Old Olive Rick Rack. So that's about 5 yards. So this is for Canadians, this side. And then they get a full pack. You guys, if you're in Canada, you get a full pack of the ladybugs. And you get half a pack of the Designer series paper. Here it is. Oops. So cute, right? Love it. Doop. Okay, so that's if you're in Canada. We make 8 cards, 4 designs, 2 of each. We gather together on, what are we gathering? March the 7th on a Facebook group. And yeah, we'll make our cards together, and you can watch the videos. If you're in the US, you buy the PDF only, and you just cut your own cards. That's the only difference. Okay, so let me show you some cards. There we are. I like the cloud cover one too. How cute. Look at that little bug just sitting on her little log. I showed you how to use the stamp and positioner to evenly spread out these words. That was on a former live, so check it out. This one I cased right from the catalog. If you're ever stuck, just go to the catalog. It's a very cute kit. Yeah. Here we go. Another one sitting under their toadstool. Every time I see this, I want to sing the ants go marching one by one. Anyway, there they are marching through. And then this one here I made on a live, right? I showed you guys how to make this one so it pops up. So go back and check. I've got if you go to my YouTube, and Carol, you're on my YouTube, so go and just look at the playlist and you'll find it. And here's one I did on our launch party. Okay, and then another one. So cute. Can you tell how much I love this? Just love it. And then here's one kind of unusual, just made with the flowers. And then when you join the class, either as a PDF only or as a Canadian, I'm going to show you, this is a bonus project. This is a picnic basket to put the cards in. Okay. So the links are all on my videos. So it'll be on this one when I'm finished. So check it out. Let me move all of this back. And let's bring in our little cards. Aren't they cheery? What a cheery, cheery, cheery. US scored. Oh dear, did they? Oh well. Sweden. That was going to be sad for whoever didn't score. So, right, somebody got to win, somebody got to lose. Okay, so there we go. Any questions? Thanks, Di, for keeping me up. It is adorable. Alrighty. Well, the good news is it didn't go to a shootout, so we're all in agreement with that. Right. Okay. I think I got everybody. I said hi, and I've looked at all the comments. All right. Yeah. Okay. So, what is today? Wednesday. Yeah. I'll see you guys on Sunday, right? That's the Sunday the 22nd. I don't know. Where is the time going? I have no idea. Anyways, I will be back at 10 a.m. on Sunday. And same channel here, whether you're on my YouTube or over on my Facebook. I'll see you then, 10 a.m. Pacific time. So, Carol, that's 1 o'clock your time. Okay. If you can join us, I'd love to see you again. All right, you guys. You guys have a great rest of the day. And happy stamping, everyone. Bye.